In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 cards for 50,000 MT right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. These are going to be some amazing value cards in the game that I would definitely recommend adding to your guys' squad. So the first card I want to talk about here for under 50,000 MT is going to be Dark Matter Andrew Wiggins. I think he's got great value at the shooting guard position because he's only going to be around 35,000 MT, and I think that's a great pickup for Andrew Wiggins. Right now seems to be about 34,000 MT, which, like I said, I think is really good value for a 6'7" shooting guard in Wiggins. He's got a great player model, 7-foot wingspan. He's elite at getting to the basket with a 98 driving dunk, 85 standing dunk. He can definitely finish at the rim super well, and then he's also a great defensive card with a 92 block, 97 steal, 96 perimeter, and a 92 interior defense. He's also going to be really fast, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, and a 96 speed with ball. And then I believe he also does have some really good defensive tendencies. I'm pretty sure it's like 95 in every single defensive tendency, and it is 95 pass interception, 95 on-ball steal, 95 contest shot, and a 95 block shot. So Wiggins is going to give you great defense. He's tall, he's got a good wingspan, great player model, he can drive to the basket, he's got great dunk packages, and he finishes at the rim super well. And then I also think he's got a pretty solid jump shot and some very solid dribble sigs. So all around, I would say Andrew Wiggins got to be a top 5 card for under 50,000 MT. Now, staying into season 7, going to the Fuego set, is actually going to be another really good defensive card, and that's going to be Dark Matter Jonathan Isaac, who you can find for just under that 50,000 MT price range. But I think it's really good value for Jonathan Isaac, one of the better small forwards in the game, and a card that can compete against some of those top tier small forwards, the cards like Bol, Chet, Giannis, all those tall small forwards in the game. You got a 6'11" Jonathan Isaac who's got a great wingspan, great player model. His offense is good, it's nothing crazy, like he's a solid offensive card. He's got a pretty good jump shot and some solid dribble sigs, but like I said, he's here to play defense. 98 block, 97 steal, 97 perimeter, 97 interior defense, and then he's also going to have amazing defensive tendencies, all at a 97. So the card gives you great lockdown defense on the perimeter, and then he's also got 35 Hall of Fame badges, and I believe he has every single Hall of Fame defensive badge. If you're looking for a defensive stopper, a guy that can, at the small forward position, he can contain the likes of Bol, Chet, those taller cards, and maybe even like a Larry Bird at small forward, or someone has a Tim Thomas. Like, you just need a really good defender, a lockdown at your small forward position. I mean, for 50k, you can't get really much better than Jonathan Isaac, and he still has a capable enough jump shot where he can green consistently and give you some sort of production on the offensive end. But I do think he's definitely going to be a top 5 card for under 50,000 MT. Now, staying kind of in the small forward range is actually going to be a very tall card, and that is going to be Galaxy Opal Big Z, who you can find for just around the 50k price range, kind of like Jonathan Isaac right now. Yeah, he's like legit 50k. I think the lowest you can find him for when I'm searching the auction house is 50,000 MT, but sometimes he'll be a little bit cheaper, sometimes he'll be a little bit more expensive. And then yeah, looking at this card's stats, it doesn't really matter too much about his stats. The only thing that matters about this card is look at his position: small forward, shooting guard, and he's 7'3". Pretty much all you need to know about Big Z is that he's 7'3", 7'6" wingspan, can play small forward and shooting guard. So he just opens up the possibilities to run so many different lineups in game. If you want to have a smaller shooting guard or a smaller small forward, you can have Big Z at one of those positions, and he can just guard so many taller cards in the game, because he's a shooting guard small forward. So you can run a smaller power forward like a Horace Grant or Alonzo Mourning or George Mike and Anthony Davis at power forward, as long as you have Big Z at small forward, because then Big Z essentially can guard the power forwarding game, and then like an Anthony Davis type of card who's 6'10" at power forward, a little bit undersized, can then guard the small forward. So he just allows for so many more possibilities. That's why I think he's one of the best value cards in the game, because he opens up the doors to run so many different lineups, so many different type of lineups, and just can be a huge mismatch on the offensive end. If you have a really tall squad, you can run like a Ben Simmons at point guard, you know, like a Tim Thomas at shooting guard, Big Z at small forward. Like, you can just run that super tall lineup and really cheese with it, or you can just run him on a normal squad and he can be super overpowered. So I think Big Z can fit into a ton of different lineups, and I do think he's for sure going to be a top 5 card for under 50,000 MT because of his versatility. He's still got a decent jump shot, he can still defend. He might be a little bit slower, but in game he's most likely going to be guarding the opponent's power forward or center because he's got great size, a good player model. He can guard most power forwards and centers in my team unless you match up against like a Manute Bull or Yao Ming, those type of cards. So Big Z going to be a top 5 card in my opinion for under 50,000 MT. Now going over, staying in season 6 I should say, but going over to the generational set is going to be a card that's a tad bit more expensive than 50k. I couldn't really find another card to go with, and I think Vince is so elite at shooting guard that you got to spend 10,000 more MT, but he's kind of in that 55-60k price range, so I thought I would include him in this top 5. I can maybe give another card just as another alternative, but I think he's pretty much about, 50,000 MT. I've seen this card sometimes, when the market's a little bit lower. Like if you check on Friday, you can probably find Vince Carter for 50k, and he's going to be a 6'6" shooting guard, but this man's offense is top tier at that shooting guard positions. 97 3 ball, 97 mid-range. He's got the Kyle Kuzma base with the Vince Carter upper on very quick timing, is such an elite jump shot. He's one of the best rim running shooting guards in the game with a 99 driving dunk. He's also got a 99 vertical, some of the best dunk packages. And then his defense is not bad for a Vince Carter card. 89 block, 94 steal, 95 perimeter, 90 interior defense. He's going to be really fast, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 95 speed with ball. And like I said, that 99 vertical on the card is going to be super overpowered. He's just so great at getting to the basket. He's quick, he can finish at the rim, he's got a great jump shot, really good Hall of Fame badges. So if you guys are looking for an offensive card, especially at shooting guard, and you don't want to pay for the T-Max, the Tim Thomases of the world, you don't have Terry Dishinger, I think Vince Carter is a really good, cheaper, sort of budgety option compared to those top level cards. Not saying he's on the same level as a Terry Dishinger, a T-Mac, or a Tim Thomas, but I think he's good enough, a Carmelo. I think he's good enough where he can compete against those guys on the offensive end with his jump shot, his dribble sigs, and his rim running ability. So Vince Carter going to be a top 5 card for around that 50,000 MT price range. And then the final card I wanted to talk about is going to be Dark Matter Bill Russell. He's right around 50k. He might be like a Big Z price. He might be like 50,000 MT. Yeah, like right now he's right around 50,000 MT. And this card's just going to give you such great defense. That's the main thing about Bill Russell. He's 6'10" at small forward, 7'4" wingspan, still has an elite level player model. And if you're looking for just a defensive card, you don't care too much about offense, you're going to want to have great offensive cards around Bill Russell. And let's just say you're just looking for defense. I mean, Bill Russell, one of the best defenders in the game, 99 interior defense, 96 perimeter, 95 steal, 98 block, and then he also does have amazing defensive tendencies. He's got 100 pass interception, 95 on-ball steal, 99 contest shot, 99 block shot, and then he also does have every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. So I mean, yes, there's cards like Jonathan Isaac who are just a better version of Bill Russell, but if you're still looking for a great defender and you just want defense, I think Bill Russell going to be a top 5 card for under 50,000 MT. So just to go over the top 5 once again, number 1, not ranked in order, but number 1 going to be Andrew Wiggins. Number 2 is going to be Jonathan Isaac from the Fuego set. Number 3 is going to be Big Z. Number 4 is going to be Vince Carter. And then, like I said, number 5 is going to be Bill Russell. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 5? And let me know some other cards you guys think could be considered in this top 5 for under 50,000 MT. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.